Welcome to Volume 2 of my top 5 favorite Starfield mod countdown list. There's a whole lot to sift through, but don't worry, I got you covered. First up at number 5, I have the Observatory by Bethesda Game Studios themselves. What they did here is they built us a nice telescope where we can really just sit back, kick back, throw a piece of furniture, throw a chair in there, kick back, look up at the stars. That's what Starfield is all about. For me, half the time I'm just standing there staring up at the planets and just in complete awe. I'm starstruck out here by this game. It really is the most beautiful Bethesda Game Studios game, in my opinion, ever made. Planets, they're actually rotating around the other planets. This is a real deal. It's like real life out here. These planets are actually orbiting around. And so if you set your observatory up here, eventually that planet will come right into view. No, you can't use the telescope, but it's there. Just, I guess it's out of order or something. You can't look through the dang thing, but you can look through your eyes and look up through, right up to the stars there. Through the observatory, you can furnish this thing. It's already got some nice control panels. It's beautiful, pretty spacious. There's a little ledge up here you can get up to, add some stuff up there, some storage or what have you. I have it here on one of the most beautiful planets. It's at low gravity, so I can really get up there easy without having to use a ladder or nothing like that. At first I plopped it down and I'm like, where's the door? Where's the door? Guys, don't panic. Just add in the entranceway there is all you got to do. Anywhere, that'll be your entrance, and that's how you get up in there. Otherwise, you got to climb through the opening. So thank you, Bethesda, for adding this here. This is buildable at any outpost, they tell us. And load order neutral, lore friendly, outpost achievement friendly. So this ain't gonna mess none of that up, and it's looking good. What I did was I built it on one of my favorite planets where I put it in a very high area of this map. Look at the view up here. I could just sit up here all day and just stare out at the stars. That's what you want to do out here. You can do it with this mod here, Observatory. This is free. These are all free mods today in this volume. Next up at number 4, we got Batman. That's right, we have a Batman mod in Starfield. Batman in space. I love it. So with this one here, this is by Tenebris. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't think I did. But this adds the tactical bat suit from Zack Snyder's Justice League. It says all items can be crafted at the industrial workbench. Simple, easy. I got one of them plopped down at my house there so I could get this going. The cowl comes in 2 variants, one with a rebreather and one with Ben Affleck's face under the cowl. We got Ben Affleck in Starfield. Can you ask for much more than that? So thank you, Tenebris here. Now all we need is Robin, man. I got my companion here, a partner, whatever you want to call him. We have a Robin mod. I always thought of me and my companion as Batman and Robin. I'm Batman, of course, so I'm gonna get my cowl on, my cape and everything. It's got pretty decent stats as Batman suit. It looks great, man. You even got a little boost action here, but you don't got the pack on. You just got the cape, but it still works great. Looks great. I like going with the Ben Affleck version here. Ready to kick some butt as Batman, man. Shoot. Go on one of these cold planets, get Sub-Zero out here, and really have a battle going on. Fighting crime and make sure everything's on the up and up out here in the galaxy. Now what I want to do is get like a Batmobile. We need vehicles, man. I'm waiting for a vehicle mod in Starfield to get from point A to point B a little bit quicker. Now my creative juices are flowing with these mods. Now what I want to do is create like a Batmobile ship. Take that around until I can get my Batmobile on the ground. I got my Bat Cave at my home base there. One of my trait perks was having this house here. It looks like the Bat Cave. It's all coming together. Now at number 3, we got the Galactic Pawn Shop by Venp. Thank you, Venp. This is a great mod here. I plopped this down in my house. I got all kinds of terminals. Now I got a pawn shop. That's right. Now I can buy and sell from my home. Oh, I ever have to leave my house, really? I mean, this is wonderful. It's going to save me a lot of time, a lot of hassle, a lot of going back and forth. Don't got to do that no more. This is a small vendor terminal for use in ships, apartments, small outpost rooms, etc. You can use this in ships too. That's wonderful. Now we can start customizing a lot more of the insides of our ships. Thank you, Bethesda, for doing that. I'm telling you guys, it's really shaping up. You can use this to sell contraband and stolen articles. You can purchase random selection of goods, including all ammo, selling of information in the form of survey data and treasure maps. I used to have to fly all the way to Jemison or all the way to the closest vendor, but now I got it right here in my house. Convenience, man. I love it. I love pawn shops too. Back on Earth, I love going to pawn shops, man. You never know what you're gonna find or what you're gonna see. Nice looking same little kiosk here. You get your buying, selling, and your trading on. It's like eBay here. Next up at number 2, we have the Starfield Immersive Survival add-on. This is a huge one for Starfield. This is a very immersive survival mod where now you have a thirst effects, fatigue effects, hunger effects. Now all these little juice boxes you've been picking up, now there's an actual use for them because your character is going to get thirsty. And when they do get thirsty or hungry or fatigued or have a broken arm, you actually got to bandage it, or you won't be walking right. Or if you're so thirsty, you won't be able to jump up and down no more. You're so parched. Or if you're too hungry, you're going to get tuckered out. You're going to get fatigued. You're going to have to sleep. Now it makes all these items in the game way more useful. And now you're actually going to be eating and drinking more, going through your inventory more. It adds so much to the game, so much more immersion, so much more purpose and realism to your character. And that's what I'm all about. You might be on a mission and you might have to get out your little juicy juice and have a little drink before you can really get into the fight. You got to be checking your status of your character to make sure he's in tip-top shape for fighting and exploring and what have you. This one was by iCockMo Hi BTI. Hope I'm saying that right. He says, disclaimer, keep in mind that this mod will not be for everyone. It is more complex and has far more synergetic and needed features for full experience. If simply eating, drinking, and sleeping isn't enough for you, you want more systems to harass you, then you've come to the right place, because sometimes simple is not enough. You got needs, addictions, adrenaline, survival damage, ammo regulations, over encumbrance. This makes the game so much more realistic, so much more interesting. There's more going on now. It's not just flying from point A to point B, doing this and this and that. No, you got all this stuff you got to account for in between. This is a big one, man. This is what they needed. Like I said in the last one, man, I'm all about the immersion, and this one takes it a step further. This game keeps getting better and better and better. I can't believe it. Now, last but not least, we had the Starfield Community Patch by Community Patch. An overall effort by the community to squash all the bugs. We had one in the last video that was a unofficial Starfield patch, supposedly run by one dude there squashing bugs, but now we got the whole community coming together and trying to squash these bugs. So that's why I have it at number 1. This is an overall bug squashing effort. I say, hey, the more the merrier. Let's add the unofficial mod patch, as long as he doesn't add too much other unnecessary stuff. I think we should give the fella a chance here. The more bugs that are out of this game, the better. So now we got both of them, and let's see who squashes more bugs. Hopefully this community one here will be able to squash more because, well, they just have more people behind it. It says, please check the Starfield Community Patch website for full change log. And I'm going to get down to sifting through all these mods. Let's run through the list one more time so we don't forget. At number 5, we had the Observatory. This is a beautiful structure here where you can really do some stargazing out there in the galaxy and really take in all the beauty that is Starfield. Number 4, we had the Batman suit. Fight some crime out there and clean up the galaxy. You got the bat suit there to do that. Number 3, we had the pawn shop. You don't want to go too far to buy, sell. You know, this is 2024. We got eBay now. How in the future am I going to be running around selling my goods and not even have some kind of eBay equivalent out there in the future in Starfield? Numero dos, we have the survival stats. This is something I wanted Todd to take Starfield in a more survival-like direction, and now with the mods we have that. No problem. You don't like it? Well, turn it off. At number 1, we have the community patch. I love these bug squashing efforts. Now we got the whole community of people behind this one. So those are my top 5 in volume 2. We're gonna have more mods coming at you. Stay tuned. Like I said, I got you covered. I'm gonna be sifting through. Till next time, this has been Rusty Pfluger. Rusty Pfluger, over and out.